Hello, now we are back some considerable time later. He is just about dry enough to work with. 2 weeks later and 3 trips in the oven, which was a gamble. I've never put PVA glue soaked tea bags in the oven before with rubber eyes. So incredibly low to make sure nothing caught. Well ventilated in case I was to send myself funny. And I took the foil skeleton out because that seemed to be the best bet with actually getting it to dry on the inside as well. And it's dry. It's not as solid as the outside, but it is dry. So we can continue. Now what we're going to do is we're going to ooze him up a little bit. So that's why I've got the glue gun out. So I was going to try like the silicone gun that you do to like reseal the baths with and whatnot. Then I thought that might not be as controlled. Not only want it too controlled, but that's a long old gun out here, so I don't quite know how it would spill out of his mouth. Now with a glue gun we have considerably more control and it's much smaller. We've also got some black because what we're going to do is we're just going to seal this up, give him a bit of a base. Now he's curved up on the edges, but that's not a problem. That's also where this is going to come in handy. Well, not too much, but like I say, we're going to seal the bottom and then we're going to use the glue gun to ooze out from underneath a little bit, so it's like he's, you know, coming up a touch. So I might, well I will, when it gets to that bit, cling film a base, probably the little wooden one, a few times, because that'll probably melt through the first layer, so we can have some like stringy bits that'll be bubbling out a little bit, give him a bit of a snail trail maybe. In the meantime, we're also, actually we might do that today, we'll see. We're going to start by oozing out of his mouth a little bit with a hot glue gun. Maybe a bit of seepage down the eyes, maybe. I also found out my old, well mine and my other half's old collection of Citadel paints from our miniature days, painting miniatures. Because I remembered that there was a technical one that we had called Nurgle's Rot. Now there's only a little bit left. I thought that would be perfect for oozing out his eyes. So that's what we're going to do. So, we cut or do we tear? We tear. So let's tear a rough circle out. It's not got a cover all of the bottom there. Hopefully that's not too small. Could do have been a little bit smaller. So we only want it to go across there so we can afford to lose a bit there. We can afford to lose a little bit there. That's probably good. Let's move all that over for a second. We'll put that in there. So let's just go around this edge. Go around resealing it with the Yoo-hoo glue later, just so he doesn't have an exposed bottom anymore. Now, let's get these bits out of the way because they're going to keep catching. Stick them over there for the moment. Right. Let's be bold, let's be brave. And let's see how we can ooze out his mouth here. A bit of pool down the back there. We're going to see if we can be lucky enough to try and encourage that to, oh yeah, do a bit of that. So we're going to blob a bit up the top here and then let it drop down. Let it spill out of his mouth. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of what we want. Get this side. You can sort of see what I'm doing. Building up quite a blob and letting it fall forwards and out of his mouth. The side there as well. This side, quite a bit in there so it can not that the stringy bits matter, they'll add to him. Ooze that out of his mouth. Now we're going to try and get this and the little eyelid there and seep out down the side there. Let's see if we can get across the top as well. Come over this side. Have it spill out. Yeah, so he's got a bit of ooze coming out from around those eyes. Try going around the top. Let that just do its business first. Let's try very carefully. Again, decide if we can. In fact, if it goes over the eyes, it'll add to the effect. Let's just try and go around the top again. Let it splodge right out down there. So we're not too worried about, let's put you over there for a second, we're not too worried about all these little, oops. Well, that'll also add to it. Try not to stick my thumb in bits that are oozing again. Some of these stringy bits out the way. We'll worry about tidying the stringy bits up once he's dry, because there's going to be a fair few as of yet. He is starting to ooze. His eyes are looking a bit more like they should, a bit more oozy. I think we need this to come down here a bit. The same for that one, bring that in and down there a bit so everything's just oozing around him. So let gravity do its job. What we'll have is we'll get a bit running down the back here as well. Need to get myself another glue stick out. Where be you? Down here somewhere. There you are. We can get oozing down the back here. We're just going to let, once again, we're just going to let gravity take effect. I'm going to follow his hairline roughly. And the glue will fall down that. And let it ooze around the back of the eye. The same here, I'm going to let it ooze around the back of the eye. Go straight over the eye. It might also add to the effect. We'll see how this looks, because you can always build up. But he's definitely getting some nice slimy appearance. Get it to ooze out of the eye a bit more there, encourage it along. Yeah, like that. he is looking quite gross around the face now, which is just what we wanted. Gotta resist the temptation to try and get rid of these thready bits. Deal with that when we're done completely, otherwise we risk tampering with it too much. Try getting this in there. Send it over that way a bit. Yeah. That's looking good. Try and encourage this to ooze a bit more in this crease of his. I think now we can let these stringy bits, they're going to add to it. We might try and add some more. Actually, we might keep the stringy bits where bits of his body have touched other bits and they're just stringing away from each other. I think now would be a good time to get the cling film board ready so we can just go to town with all the oozing. So I'm just going to pause it for a moment while I get the board cling filmed up, and then we'll come and we'll ooze him up some more, and we'll consider just going over the eyes completely. We'll see. This one looks okay, but this one looks like where it's seeped in a little bit. We'll see. So quite literally a few seconds, even for me this time. So we're going to come back in just a moment. Put that down for a second. There he is at the moment in all of his grossness. He's looking really oozy. So let me go and get that cling film board ready so that we can look at oozing out from under here. So yes, back in a moment.